thought you were gonna croak when you heard Rodney say that he wanted you to discover the solo rules on your own? Oh, don't worry. I'll throw you a line and pull you out of this water you're drowning in. And this analogy is totally working because we are playing River Valley Glassworks in this episode of Table for One. My name is Paula Deming, and in this video we are playing the solo mode of River Valley Glassworks. It is designed by Ben Pinchback, Matt Riddle, and Adam Hill, with the art done by Andrew Bosley, and it is published by Allplay, who are helping to sponsor this video. We are the animals of the forest who have come to this one really pretty river where there's a whole bunch of glass, and we're like, hey, we got entrepreneurial spirit. Maybe we will all start our own glassworks business, compete with each other. That makes sense. There's only 10 other glasswork businesses opening up here. No problem. Let's go there. Look, we might not be the smartest, but we are the most artistic, or at least that's what we are here to prove. We are going to gather glass from this river, collect it, and prove that we are the best artisan who deserves to be the only one with their shop left standing. Okay, I might have incorporated more like competitive spirit maybe than is necessary for the game, but that's the gist. I think that's a publisher approved description of this game. Of course, Rodney does have a tutorial video for how to play River Valley Glassworks, so if you want all the nitty-gritty on the rules, go watch that video. But I am going to cover the solo mode, and I will be going over how everything works as we're playing. So with this particular game, you can probably learn a lot while you watch along. So let's dive in and prove our artistic worth. Wish me luck. So here we are all set up on the table. I have the deluxe version of the game, so if you have just the regular version, this might look a little different from yours, but it plays exactly the same. I'll also point out that these meeples over here have no mechanical purpose for this particular gameplay. I've just set them out because I thought they looked really cute. Today, I will be playing as Hoppington's Glass Mart. You might have guessed I was playing some frog characters based on how I'm dressed today. And I am going up against Otto Snugs. He's an otter, which is my favorite animal, but he is the recommended first solo play rival, so I resisted my temptation to play as the otter, and I went with my second favorite animal, a frog. So all of the different animals can be used as your solo rival in the game. On the back side of every player board is the solo mode for that particular animal. They're all also rated. Right here you can see star rating, so you'll know kind of the complexity of each solo rival based on the number of stars. And again, because he's our kind of a beginner rival, he only has 1 star. We'll see though. I haven't beat him in any of my practice games, so we'll see how it goes today. Now, in terms of what we're going to be doing on our turn, it really doesn't change in the solo mode. The big changes are in how we interact with our AI opponent here. So on the board, you'll see that it shows you how he decides to gather from the river. In Otto's case, all the animals are different, but in Otto's case, he will choose the river tile with the most glass. Right now, there are 3 with the most glass because this one has 2, this one has 2, and this one has 2. So in that case, he would choose whichever one is closest to the lake. So that would be this one. So if Otto were to be taking glass right now, he'd be choosing from this tile. Now in this case, you'd be taking glass of just one color. So they would both go in this very first column. But if he were to take, let's say, from this tile, he has 2 different colors that he's chosen. So how do you know what order to place them on his board? Well, there's this handy little graphic here that tells you. He will always want to put yellow before he puts anything else, and then orange, and then light blue, which is this one. So in this case, we would place the yellow here and the light blue here. Now you can also see in this example, we've covered up this spot that happens to have a little shape on it. That shape matches one of the tiles on the river. So whenever you cover up one of those, you pull a random piece of glass from the bag and you place it on the tile that has the shape that matches what you've covered up on his board. Whenever we cover up one of his spots with the sand timer on it, that means we get to skip his next turn. So we'll get to have 2 back-to-back turns, which is going to be very handy. But if we were to cover them both up in the same turn for some reason, he's only skipping 1 turn. So if we can make it so that those get covered up in different turns, that is going to help us the most. So that's something we're going to want to think about. Now, all of our different rivals in the solo mode will score differently as well, and also their boards all look different. But in Otto's case, he will score his row the same way we will score ours, the number that corresponds with the length of the row up to the first gap, and then overflow. So anytime he's filling a column, if it's all the way full, so let's say this had all of these blues in it, right? This is full all up with blues. And then we need to add another dark blue to this column. There's nowhere for it to go. It goes into his surplus. He's gonna get 3 points for that piece. 3 whole points. For that 1 extra piece, that's a lot of points. So we're gonna try and stop him from doing that as much as possible. But then he also has this waste area. So if he ever gets this row all the way full with 7 colors, well, there's an 8th color of glass in the game. If he were to get that from the river and not be able to place it, that goes into his waste, and that is minus 5 points per piece. So we want to try and get him full up on whatever the 8th color is. That's our other goal. No overflow, as much waste as possible. Otto, wasteful. He's like, it's not my fault, you forced this on me. I think that's everything we need to know to get started with how Otto works. We do have a little game tracker here. Now, the game can also end the normal way. Once that we have 17 pieces of glass on our board, which we're going to mark by moving our fun little frog meeple along our track here to keep track. Boop, 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 boop. Once he gets to 17, that will trigger the last round of the game. But the other way the game can end is every time we choose to take from the lake. In the multiplayer game, of course, you take 4 and the 5th one just stays there. But in the solo mode, that 5th one doesn't stay in the lake. It now goes onto this board. Once we fill this up with 3, that will trigger the end of the game as well. So those are the 2 ways the game can end in the solo mode. So as the solo player, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna start with our first player marker here. I'm gonna do my best to try to remember to put it back and forth so I can keep track of when it's my turn and when it's Otto's turn, particularly because when he skips a turn, sometimes I'm like, wait, did we skip his turn or did he take his turn? I'm gonna try and be really good about keeping up with that. And of course, this is my little pan in for glass. And I start with 3 in here, but of course it can only hold 5. So remember, if we ever get an excess of 5 or we can't fill something in our board, it's gonna go to our waste. And we don't want that because that's minus 3 points a piece for us. And I don't want negative points, I want positive points. Okay, I think we should start. So we're first player, we're holding on to this. We have 2 oval shapes and 1 like little hexagon, pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, pentagon shapes. 5 sides, that's pentagon. Hexagon is 6. That's like the one thing you need to know as a gamer, right? What's a hexagon? It's 6 sides. Whatever. So the way we choose what glass we take is by placing glass from our pan. So if we were to choose this, again with our pentagon, we would find the river tile that has the pentagon shape. We would put this on here, and then we could take from either adjacent tile to this one. Now this one is maybe a bad example because it's at the end of our river. So our only choice is this. But if we had instead placed like this oval, now we could choose to take either from here or from here because they're both adjacent to where we put our glass. If we don't have a shape that matches the tile we want to place on, if we have 2 pieces of glass that are the same shape, we can use those and put them on anything. So if I really want, say, this yellow triangle, I could take these 2 oval pieces of glass, put them on this tile, and then take that. So those are kind of our options. So what do we want to do here? So yellow is super rare. So I don't know that we want to start with that, the first thing on our board. However, we do already have 3 of them out, which means I could get this, and this, as long as I place it out on the river, is something I could get. Oh, okay, I have to be really smart here because if I place here so that I can go to here and grab these, this is gonna have 3 on it. It will become the river tile with the most pieces of glass on it, which means Otto will take it. So I don't want to give him the yellow that I want. So I could give him this blue piece, because then he's gonna have 3 different colors. We'll be 3 colors closer to getting his first row filled up, which is of course worth 22 points, but it means that he'll have an 8th color that is his waist. And if we just get like 4 of those in his waist section, that's minus 20 points, which would balance out. I got big dreams, y'all. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is going here. So I can put this here because it's a circle or an oval, and I'm putting it on the oval tile. So I want what's on this tile. So I'm going to take these. These do not go into my pan, right? They go immediately into my Glassworks. Now I am going to put this yellow here in the first spot, even though it's more rare than the light blue. I got my reasons, I got my plans, and I'll talk about them as the game goes on, because they definitely exist. Then I'll put this one in my second row, because here's the thing. So you will score at the end for your 2 highest columns. But if there's a tie, you'll go with whatever column is furthest to the left, which is worth less points, right? I think that I should be able to end up with at least 3 yellows in this column. But blue, this light blue, is way more common out there. So I'm probably gonna get a higher column here, which means if there's a tie, it probably won't be with this one. So I'll be 1 column over, it's scoring me more points. Does this logic make sense? Are we following? I don't know. That's what's happening in the jumble that's my brain right now. So let's continue with our turn. Okay, so now we take this tile out of the river because it's empty. These all slide up. And then this goes here at the back, and we fill it with new glass. And so the way you know how much glass to put in is you look at the tile that's 1 ahead of it. There's 1 little glass symbol there. So we put 1 there. That's a good sound. It's green. Okay, so that green will go there. Now, it is Otto's turn. Look at me remembering. Oh, I didn't. I'm in the middle of being like, look at me remembering to do things, and then immediately realizing I forgot something on my last turn, and it is, I didn't mark that I have 2 pieces of glass on my board now. So Froggy goes Hoppington, 1, 2, to mark that I have 2 pieces of glass. Okay, so Otto will choose from the river whatever tile has the most glass, and that's this tile, as we established before. So we'll take these 3 off. I'm going to go on and move this on the river to help me keep track. So this is going to slide down. This is going to go here. This gets 2 pieces of glass because the tile next to it has 2 symbols on it. A light blue and a dark blue. Those go here. Okay. But now, get back, come on. Now we're gonna place these on Otto's little track here. So we will refer to this chart. So first up is this light green color. So that goes here, and that will put a piece of glass onto the tile on the river that has this butternut squash. I heard Jamie from Foster the Meeple refer to this as like a squash shape, and now it's all I can think of. So yes, this butternut squash space gets a random tile, and it's this kind of like heart shape. It goes right there. Okay, and then he'll do the light blue, and then he'll do the pink, which when we cover that up, we'll put a piece of glass into the oval space. Oh, which is way at the back here. And it's another green. Okay. That is Otto's turn. Now it's us. Okay, I have 2 pieces of glass in my pan, and I want to get the yellow out there so I can have access to it, but I also want this yellow triangle would be good. But I don't have anything I can put here to get to that, so that's not helpful. Right now, Otto will take this one on his next turn because it has the most on it. And if I put my circle there, he's going to get my yellow, and I don't want him to have my yellow. I want the yellow. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my pentagon. I'm going to put it on the pentagon river tile, and then I'm going to choose to take from this adjacent, our butternut squash space. So I'm going to get a pink and a green. And I'm going to put the green right here. It is more rare than the pink, for sure, if you look at our rarity chart. But if I get a lot of pink, hopefully I can get a nice column built up here and maybe get up to 20 points. That's what I'm hoping will happen. I might end up not being happy because this might affect my ability to score rows. If I can't get another green, I won't be able to score a long row here, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm going to put my pink tile there. That adds 2 more. So 1, 2. Then this river tile will slide over. Because of that, we're going to put 2 on it. And that is 2 dark blues. And that's my turn. I did not. This first player marker, I did not move back to me when it was my turn again. Classic. Okay, so, I moved it to me. I've moved it back to Otto because it's Otto's turn. Okay, so he takes the tile with the most glass. We already established it's this one. So we're going to take those 3. Then I'm going to take this tile and slide it. I'm doing his stuff because he might have things that happen on his board. I just want to make sure I remember which tile is the one that needs to go to the back of the river. So I'm doing that right away. 2 pieces of glass. An orange, that's a pretty rare color. I don't have that yet. And a little white, okay. So then we take Otto's glass he's collected. 1 is a color he already has. That will go right here, which means, because we're going to cover up the shape, we need to put a random glass onto that heart tile. Be a yellow. I'd love a yellow. It's not. It's a green. Oh, green's not bad, though, for me. Okay, and then we have a dark blue and a dark green, which he doesn't have yet. So let's look at his thing. He will put the dark green and then the dark blue. So the dark green goes here. The dark blue goes here, which will get us another piece of glass onto this tile because it matches that shape. Diamond, I guess. Oh, wow. That's 3 white pieces on that one. That would be nice to get. I'm not going to lie. That would be nice to get. Oh, poo. Okay. It's me. And yeah, I'm about to say poo. Because what I want is this. But I can't get it because I don't have the shape to put there to get that. And it has the most... It has the most pieces of glass on it. And even if I were to place my yellow here, it would still have the most. And I can't stop him from getting it because if I take from the lake to give myself an option to be able to try to get this, that is my whole turn. Which means then Otto just goes and he will take this because it has the most glass and it's closest to the lake. So I can't get that. And he will get a surplus from it. See, because he has 3 to go here, here, and then he'll get 3 points for it. I'm so angry. There's nothing I can do about that. No, there's nothing I can do about it. So do I place out... Oof. Okay. Boy. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my last piece of glass and I'm going to put it on the oval spot where it goes. That means I'm going to take from here. And I don't have dark blue yet, so I'm going to put here and here. That's going to give me 2 more. Oh, it goes like this. 1, 2. Then this goes to the back of the river. Now I'll get 2 pieces of glass on it. Okay, a blue and a pink. And that's my whole turn. And now Otto's gonna go, and it's a real bummer because he's gonna take this. It's gonna get him a lot of points. And I couldn't get it. This would have been really good for me. And that's all. Okay. There's nothing we can do about it, so we're just gonna do it. Otto takes these 3 pieces of glass. They're all the same color. Thanks, I hate it. And they're just gonna go next, because it's all one color. They're just gonna go next. So it's gonna go here. Here, let's do this thing. This slides down. This gets 2. Okay, some more orange coming out. Then this gets covered up, which means he's going to put a piece of glass on our butternut squash. Okay. And then he has this extra, which goes into his surplus, which I don't like. Don't like that at all. All right. Back to us. Come here, little bear. Oh, I'm just walking from one place to the next. I almost put him in my pan. Sure, dude. Oh, and I'm not even going to be able to take a turn. He's going to... Because I don't have any glass. I made so many mistakes. Y'all, he's going to get this. And I need that yellow. I've been trying to keep him from getting that yellow. Though, this will get him an 8th color. Okay, look, we're just going to... But it's going to get him a surplus. Because this is the most, it's the closest, and I can't do anything because I have to take... Don't ever take strategy tips from me. Except for when they're part of the strategy tips series that's on my own YouTube channel. So I can't do anything this turn because my pan is empty. So I can't put glass out here. So I have to take from the river. So I need to choose 4 of these to take. Different shapes are going to be good, I think. So I guess this is such a bummer. I'm definitely going to take the heart-shaped one because that'll help me get this. 1. And then I think, so triangle's going to go to the back. So I think I'll take these. We're going to leave, oh no, not the triangle. I want not the triangle. I want this one. So this will now go over here onto our game tracker. So 1 of 3 filled in there. That's my whole ding-dang turn. Oh, you didn't do much on your turn. Yeah, I know, Bear. I'm not strategizing very well. Can you believe this guy? Look, if I don't turn it into a game, I'll never remember it. Boo! Okay, Otto goes. He takes the tile with the most glass closest to the lake. It's this one, the tile I really wanted. I'm not happy about it. Okay, we'll put these here. That goes here. It gets 2 pieces of glass. Blue and a white. Okay, so this cannot go on his board because this column is full. This is a terrible column to have 2, this color in, right? So this is one of his shortest columns. It only has 2, and it's got white glass in it. White is the most plentiful type of glass in the game. So every time he gets white, he's just gonna get 3 more points. And white is one of the most likely colors to come up. Cool, so surplus. And then he will preference the yellow. So the yellow goes here. Good news, he will skip a turn. We'll get 2 in a row. And this is waste because it's his 8th color. He can't place it. That is -5 points for him. So that's something. Okay, so Mr. Bear comes back to me. It's your turn, twice in a row. And I'm going to put our little otter token over here to remind me that we're skipping his turn. Okay, the world is our oyster. I want this yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little heart piece. I'm going to put it on the heart tile. I'm going to take this 1 yellow piece of glass. It's going to go here, and I'm going to move up 1. This slides down. It gets 2 pieces of glass. Okay, we got lots of light blue and pink out there. And now it's my turn again. Because remember, Otto's skipping his turn. So I'll now put this back to remind us that next time it's his turn again. Okay, if I don't take it, Otto will take this. Now this will get him 3 points. This will get him nothing. This will trigger another skipped turn. So that could be good for us. So maybe we let him take that. If I take this, it's not so bad. Can I take it? Yes, I have a tile. I have a piece of glass that can go here to help me take this. But I could also take this, and then he would take blue, pink, and dark blue. Maybe it's better to let him take those. All right, I'm going to go for the white. Okay, we're going to do this. So I'm going to take my pentagon. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to take these 3 pieces of glass. And the green goes here. The white will go in a new column. So I'm now getting 16 points for this row on the bottom. And then because I've got the light blue piece here, I'm getting 4 points for my second row. But if I can get another pink, then that'll get it up to 11. Because right now I'm only scoring to here on this row because there's a gap. If I can fill in the gap, I'll be able to score more of that. Okay, so this then comes here. Slide it on down. This gets 1 piece of glass. And it's another white. Yeah, I gotta keep him from getting these white tiles. And now, it's Otto's turn again. He will take this. Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. This is fine. He's going to take this, all 3 of these. The light green goes here. The pink goes here, and it also will put a piece of glass on the pentagon space, which is the one we're moving. And then this blue one goes here. Okay, I did things slightly out of order, but that's okay, everyone. So this goes here. It gets 1 piece of glass because of this tile in front of it. And then it gets another piece of glass because we covered up this space here. Light green and a pink. Okay, I need to update my frog. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm on 10. 7 more pieces of glass and the game ends. Okay, Otto. That's your turn. Playing a game with water and it makes me thirsty. Okay. Mr. Bear needs to come over to us. I have pink and blue. Well, at this point, the colors don't matter. I have oval and like diamond. Oh, boo, boo, boo. I never refilled the... Man, that happened a long time ago. Why didn't y'all tell me I didn't refill the lake? I'm gonna have to put that as a pop-up in this video. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ooh, that has some good stuff in it. I would like white, and I don't want him to get white. I would also like pink. Okay. Okay. Maybe I have a plan. I'm going to put my pink diamond, anybody watch Steven Universe, here on this tile. And then I will choose to take from here. So I will get a white and a blue to try and keep Otto from getting more white pieces of glass. My blue goes here. My white goes here. This will slide on down the road, river, and we'll get 1 piece of glass put on it. Okay. And that's me. So I have now gained 2 more pieces of glass. So I'm on 1, 2. Okay. 5 more, and I trigger the end game. I'm going to have to pull from the lake again. Man, it would be really good to fill. I need things. I need things. But so does Otto. So he's going to take Mr. Bear. And he will take, again, from the tile that has the most glass on it, closest to the lake. These are tied, obviously, but this one's closest to the lake. So he will take these. So let's do this right. Set them to the side. This will shift down. It will get 2 pieces of glass on it. There we go. And now he's going to place these. Now these are all already on his board, so we don't need to look at our chart. We just put them where they go. So light blue goes here, pink goes here, and we'll add a piece of glass to this tile, the diamond one. That is looking mighty appealing. Let's see what comes out of the bag. If it's a yellow or just about anything would be good, actually. What's this? A dark blue. Honestly, that's not bad. That, I kind of want that. Can I get it? Flippity flop. No, I can't. Can't get it because I only have the stupid circle. And I need a triangle. Ah! Okay. And then he places this, which will put one on the triangle. Man, he's going to get that. No, I don't like it. Okay, pink. I won't be able to stop him from getting this. I think, okay, I'm going to spend my turn pulling from the lake. So that next turn, I can stop him from getting more pink. Because all this pink and white that he's getting is just going to give him a bunch of points. The only saving grace from here, because he'll get 2 that will go into a surplus, but he'll at least get 1 that'll go into his waste. So he's netting fewer points from that. So I'm going to go to the lake. I'm going to take I don't want more pink. I want pink for me, but not for him. I want, because something you're thinking about, right, is not only are what shapes from the lake being helpful for you and what you want to be able to take on the river, but you're also then choosing kind of what colors are getting seeded out into this river. So the colors do matter in this situation. Okay, I'm going to take the 2 orange. So that's a pentagon and a heart. And I will also take the diamond and the triangle. I thought for a minute about maybe taking the other heart instead, because then I'll have 2 hearts, which I could then use to place on anywhere on the river, right? You can use 2 of any one of the same shape to put on any tile. But I already know I'm going to use one of those hearts on this tile so that I can take from the triangle tile on my next turn. So, okay, anyway, this one goes over here. One more visit to the lake will end the game. And it is now Otto's turn. The bear never left him because he knew all was going to the lake. He didn't care. So he's back with Otto. Otto will take from here because it's the tile with the most. It's not great because these 2 are going to go into a surplus, right? Because there's no room for them here. Yeesh. This will slide down. Sorry for not doing this in the right order. This gets 2. Okay, then the orange. The orange has nowhere to go. So it becomes a waste. The dark blue goes there. It does nothing. Okay. Now, the bear comes back to me. If we could get him another green, that would be so good. Because then we'll get two turns in a row again. There's no green out there, so that's never going to happen. I want this. Yes. And I'm going to put this orange heart onto the space because he's going to have to take it on his turn, and that's waste for him, even though he's going to get a white. Look, we're doing the best we can. I will take these 3 pieces. Pink goes here. So now I'm building up my pink, which is nice. And then my light blue goes here. Oh, but that's not nice because these are all tied. So when it comes to scoring, the left one will score first, which means it's going to be worth fewer points because this column's only worth 6. This one's worth 12. This is double. I need to get more pink and dark blue and not any light green. There's so much to think about here. It's simple, but there's actually quite a bit of puzzle happening in my brain right now. So that's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Oh, and I need to refill the lake. I can remember to do things. And speaking of remembering things, we take this tile from the river, slide it on down, give it 2 pieces of glass. There's a dark green. There's no way we're going to be able to get him to take that, though. Unless we play our triangle. Okay. But now, Mr. Bear makes his travel over to Otto. Otto will take from here, because it is the tile with the most, closest to the lake. He gets a white, which is surplus, for 3 points. But he gets an orange, which is waste, which is negative 5 points. Oh boy, oh boy. That's it, and it's my turn again, so whatever I do here, I might trigger the end of the game. I've gotten way ahead of myself. Before we can do anything, Otto's river needs to flow. That gets 1 piece of glass. Okay. Now, we're all here. We're in the right order. Bear's with me. It's my turn. I don't know what to do. I'm going to take this oval. I'm going to put it here. And then I will take from this tile because I want this one to be the one that Otto has to take from next time because he won't get any surplus from those. And it's going to seed some more pieces of glass into the river for my last turn. So I'm going to take from here. So we get a pink there. That gets this back up. A dark blue would be really good, but this gets us back up to at least scoring more than this. And then we have this light green, and that will fill in our bottom row, which means we're going to get 22 points for that. So that's pretty good. Then this will move. And it will get 1 piece of glass. And that was what, 2 pieces of glass? 1, 2. I'm at 7. Oh no, Mr. Frog, can't believe it. I'm at 17. So that triggers the end game. So Otto will take his turn, finish the round, and then we each get one more turn. So that's what's happening now. So Mr. Bear will go over to Otto. He will take a turn, then one more round for both of us. Okay, so like we established before, he takes from here. Again, because it's the most pieces of glass, there's a big tie here. All of these have the same, that this tile is closest to the lake. That's his tiebreaker. So tiles will go here for the moment so that we can move the river. The river flows, gets one piece of glass. Okay, now we will place his. So this light green goes here, covering this space, which means we put a piece of glass on the oval space, which is the one we just moved. And then the light blue goes here, covering that, which means we will put a piece of glass on the pentagon space. Okay, that's a lot of dark blue that's suddenly out. I would love to get a dark blue, because then that will, who cares about these columns, then I'll score that column. Very exciting. All right, can I get it? I have a diamond, a triangle, and a pentagon. So I've put a pentagon here. I'll get a white and a blue, or just a single blue. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The white's not going to get me much way of scoring, because it won't be one of my 2 highest columns, and it won't help me in the row here because I've got gaps. Now, I have an orange pentagon. If I put that there, then Otto will be forced to take it, and he will get 1 surplus, but he'll end up with 1 more waste, which is pretty cool. Okay, if I place on the triangle, basically no matter where I go, Otto will be taking. If I take from here, no, I don't want this, because it'll finish this out, which is worth 6 more points, but I'm going to lose, it'll put a 1 in this column here, so I'll lose 8 points, so that's not worth it. We're not doing that, because now this column would score for 8 instead of this one scoring for 16. If I put the diamond here, I could grab from here and get pink to get it up to 20, which is cool, and then a light blue. The light blue would score 8. Right now it's going to score 8 anyway, but I don't really want Otto to take this. I want him to have the waste. So I'm going to place this so that I can force Otto to take negative points. So I'm going to put this here. So I either take a white and a blue, which might be worth doing, or just a regular blue, just a blue. I'm going to take from here so that nothing in the river actually moves. I don't know that it matters really, but so the white goes here, the blue goes here. So I've got my 2 highest columns for scoring. I don't have to worry about the lower points from these columns. This won't move because it's just at the back. It gets 1 piece of glass. An orange. Mr. Bear should have been with me during all of that, but who can keep track? Honestly, I'll be for real with y'all. I think I've done a pretty good job of remembering to move him. This is who I should have dressed as for the video. What was I thinking? Look how dapper and delightful he is. I have a walking stick and a backpack. Man. Otto, whoop, he comes back to you. He really never left. It's your last turn, sir. You must take from here. It doesn't matter, but let's just do this to illustrate the point. This comes back to here. It gets 2 pieces of glass. Great. Okay, we place our light blue, goes into surplus. That's plus 3 points for him. We place our dark blue here, which covers up, we put a piece of glass there because the matching shape doesn't really matter. It's a moot point. It's the end of the game, but we're doing it. And then his orange one goes into waste. Look at all that waste. That's minus 20 points. That is making me pretty happy, at least. Okay. And now we count up our points. Should we count up Otto's first and then mine? I feel like that's the way to go. So Otto scores the length of each row to the first gap. So he scores his first row is 22 points. His second row only goes to here before it gets to a gap. It's honestly pretty good we never got another green for him, even though it would have given us 2 turns in a row. So 22 and 4 is 26. Remember, write it down, 26, because I'm going to come back to y'all. Okay. And then let's do his surplus. So it's just 3 per piece. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So 26 and 18 is, so 34. Yes, so that's 34 points, but he's got -5 per waist piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20, which negates this. So yeah, it fully negates that. He's down 2 points. Actually, I think we did pretty decent. So, what did I say, 34? No, 44? 44. What did I say before? Because 26 and 20 would be 46 minus 2, because 18 is 2 less than 20, is 44. Math. I can do it. So we have our negative points now, -5 per piece. We have 4 of those. That's 20. So 44 minus 20 is 24 points. Suck it, Otto. She says before she's even counted her own points. Okay, I think I have more than that. Did I win? Is the first time I won the solo mode of this while on camera with all of you? Okay, I don't have any overflow, so I don't have to take any negative points. I get 22 points for filling up this row. And then I get 16 points for the next row. I get no points for the top row because for this row, because my first space has a gap. So 22 and 16 is 38. And then I score my 2 highest columns. So that is another 20 for this one. So 38 and 20 is 58. And another 16, 58 plus 20 would be 78 minus 4 would be 74 points. Nobody croaked. In fact, we all won because I won 74 points to Otto's 20-something points. I can't believe it. They don't mind. They're still friends. Look, they love each other, along with Mr. Bear, who's like, I'm here to chaperone. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Table for One, where we played River Valley Glassworks. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed winning for once. That was very exciting. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, then you should check out Monique and Naveen's gameplay series right on this channel, where they go head-to-head in 2-player games. Of course, make sure that you do go and check out Rodney's How to Play video, where he covers the full multiplayer rules for River Valley Glassworks and all the other content we have on the channel. We've got top 10s, we've got Matthew Answers the Internet, we have a Patreon you can join with special exclusive vlogs that help support us and the work we're doing here on Watch It Played. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you also give it a thumbs up to let us know that you're liking this content. Leave me a comment, let me know how you think I did. You tell me how stinky Otto is. That's what I want in the comments. We crushed Otto! That's how I'll also know you watched to the end. Tell me Otto's stinky. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do that. And make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I have a new Table for One ready for you. And until then, thanks for watching.